The chicken is awesomely beautiful on top and crispy. It was my most popular dish. Hi Tasty, I'm Chef Lex and I was a chef in the NBA bubble. Today, I'll be teaching you how to make my crack buffalo mac and cheese, a favorite of many of the players. I've been a private chef now for about 5 years in the athlete sector. I knew I had to be a part of this because this is history. I probably sent about 100 emails, all my friends tagging the NBA. Chef Lex is it, she has it, you guys need to hire her. The passion was there, I was ready for this opportunity. Eventually, I got the call. I was floored when they saw all my preparation. They offered me the opportunity to come into the bubble and cook at the executive chef kitchen. When I arrived, the kitchen was completely bare. All we had was pots and pans. So we set up the kitchen literally from the ground up. The Comfort Kitchen menu was a summation of everything that the guys were not getting. I could have came in and did healthy food, but that was what Disney was already doing. I wanted them to be able to call Comfort Kitchen and get a piece of cornbread and some catfish. I wanted them to feel their own kitchen at home was just a phone call away. The one thing that I never changed off the menu was my buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Honestly, I think you guys are gonna love it too. To make my crack buffalo mac and cheese, you wanna start with bechamel. I start mine by melting the butter in a heavy bottom saucepan. Then I take my flour and I just mix the flour and the butter together gently on a low heat till it creates small bubbles and starts to make a soft roux. Then you want to add some warm milk. Adding warm milk to the mixture helps to homogenize the butter and flour roux so that it thickens a lot faster. And you want to add a bay leaf and let that simmer. Cook your bechamel down until it begins to thicken. You'll know you're there if you can run your finger down the back of a spoon and your finger streak will hold its position. Next, we'll be making our fried chicken. You want to start by placing 2 cups of oil in a saucepan and putting it over a medium heat. In a bowl, you want to place your 6-ounce piece of chicken along with 1 tablespoon of your all-purpose seasoning, some cayenne pepper, just a pinch, and about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. In a medium mixing bowl, we'll add together our flour, cornmeal, and cornstarch along with half a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. In a separate mixing bowl, we'll be combining buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, and you want to mix that well and then add your chicken. You want to let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes and then remove your chicken from this mixture and add it to your dredge. We want a real crispy, crunchy coating on this chicken, so we're gonna let it sit in the flour mixture and we're gonna spoon some more flour over it and let the buttermilk soak up all of the cornmeal flour. Next, we'll be removing our chicken and dusting off whatever excess dredge is not sticking. Before you put the chicken into your oil, you'll definitely want to test it with some of your flour mixture. Take a pinch of it and toss it into your saucepan. If it starts bubbling back at you, your oil is hot enough. Add your chicken to the oil. About 2 to 3 minutes in, turn your chicken over to make sure that you get an even cooking on each side. And we're looking for a nice golden brown color. After about 5 to 6 minutes in the fry oil, we'll want to remove our chicken and let rest either on a fry rack or a paper towel. You want to make sure that your fried chicken is golden brown on the outside, as well as having an internal temperature of 165 degrees. This fried chicken recipe was especially popular amongst the LA Clippers. Nothing could prepare me for what it was actually like being isolated. I was in the bubble for about 2.5 months. Some of the things that you really start to miss are as simple as getting a hug, seeing friends, people that know you and care. You're around all these people, but you can't engage, and you miss that. Lastly, we're gonna get these mac and cheese noodles ready. We're gonna boil our cavatappi in heavily salted water for about 5 to 6 minutes. We wanna make sure that our noodles are al dente because they will continue cooking in the mac and cheese, and we don't want them soggy. After our noodles are boiled, we want to drain them and toss them lightly in oil. You're going to add 1.5 cups of your bechamel sauce and some salt, cracked black pepper, 1/4 cup mozzarella cheese, 1/4 cup extra sharp yellow cheddar, and 1/4 cup sharp white cheddar, 1/4 cup of buffalo sauce, and half of your chopped up chicken. Mix this together well, and we're gonna put it into a pre-sprayed glass baking dish. Cover the top of the mac and cheese with the rest of your shredded cheese. To make it extra special, I add the rest of my chopped up fried chicken on top with just a touch more cheese to give depth and crispiness to our finished product. Bake that for about 15 minutes at 400 degrees or until the top of the cheese is golden brown. You'll notice the golden brown bubbliness all around the edges. The chicken is awesomely beautiful on top and crispy. You have nice tender chunks on the inside, as well as creamy mac and cheese. Feel free to drizzle some more buffalo sauce on top or even blue cheese if that's your preference. Please, this recipe is not for child. Time for the taste test. Can't wait to take a bite and enjoy. The NBA was leaving no room for error. As much as it was intense, it's the reason why every single person on campus stayed safe and COVID-free. And it's the same reason why the players could play at the level they did, and we saw the playoffs to the end. It's the reason the chefs could cook and the media could do their job. We all had to make sacrifices, but the overall greater good of the sacrifice, it was just epic. Of course I would do it again. This time in my life will be a story I tell my grandkids and great-grandkids one day, God willing.
Oh, yes!